guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel, and today is actually my day 2 of learning how to perfect my makeup. I'm even really surprised that this is how my face looks like. I'm sitting in front of a mirror looking at myself like, anyway, you're gonna see the step-by-step of how I did this in the following clip, so stay tuned. How am I looking? How am I looking, guys? Like, hello? Hi guys, all right, let's get into it. So first thing I'm pulling out is my primer from ELF, and I'm making sure I add enough on my face this time so my face still doesn't end up dry. And it looks like I did a really good job because my face looks really moist here. And next thing, we're going straight to the brows, and I'm just trying to draw that correctly. And I'm starting with doing the brows underneath and then trying to create the curve on top. This is my usual method. And I'm also repeating the same thing for the other side. Now, this is my own way of doing my brows. I'm also still in the process of learning how to do it differently. And over here, I'm just trying to like darken it a little more so it can be more obvious. And here, I'm also like shading it properly. It looks like I did a really good job. And the next thing I'll be doing is apply my concealer from LA Girl. And I'm just using that to carve out or arch out my brows correctly to give my brows the right form and right shape so I don't end up looking super scary outside. And I'm also applying the concealer underneath so it could actually bring life to the brows itself. Remember, I'm still a learner, I'm not a pro, and this is how I was able to do this, and this is what's still working for me. I'm also repeating the same step on the second brow. Here, it looks like I'm getting a little bit wrong, but I kind of adjusted it. And so how we looking? Next thing, I'm mixing my Maybelline foundation and my Fenty Beauty, and that's because one shade is lighter than the other, and mixing it together gives them the perfect color for my skin, I think. And I'm also just using my Real Technique brush to blend out my foundation. I think it's still a little bit light, and this is one of the things that I wish to perfect in the future, knowing the right amount of foundation to actually use. But I think this still worked for today's purpose, and I'm also just still blending it out over here, making sure don't leave no patches and making sure everything sits properly on my face. And I'm just still repeating that. But how do we look? So next thing, I'm using my concealer again to do my highlighting. I don't know, is this highlighting or contour? But yeah, I'm highlighting my face, my under eye, and we're going straight to my forehead after this. Just doing the basic steps of makeup over here, and also not applying too much because I intend to still layer the concealer with another color, because this is almost kind of like my skin color, but I always make use of it. So over here, I'm just blending my concealer. First time I tried to use just the lighter one and I didn't like how I looked, so I thought today I would use a darker shade underneath and then just apply the other one on it. And also doing my under eye concealer properly. And I think today is like the only day that I actually got this thing right, to be fair with you. I also repeated the same step for the second side of my face, which is what I'm doing right here. And this really blends into my skin. But in order for our makeup to look a little bit more obvious, we're layering it with another concealer. This is the lighter shade that I talked about. Just using my concealer brush to let that sink into my face properly, and also just doing the same thing over here. And to be honest with you, I think I prefer using the brush over the sponge, because the sponge doesn't really get into the corner of my eyes, and I always just end up not liking it. But for some reason, I really do like the brush. And I'm also trying to buy another one. Okay, so over here is contour. Just drawing out my jawline properly and putting that on my cheekbones as well as my nose, just to give me that pointed nose finish. This looks slant, by the way, but there's nothing blending cannot fix. Nobody's trying to go out with a crooked nose, okay? So here I'm just like blending the darker shade to my skin by continuously dabbing on it. And just doing the same thing for my nose. I made sure I did this one repeatedly because, like I said, I wasn't trying to have like a slant nose. And it looks like I'm doing a really good job too. So next thing after perfecting the blending is baking powder. And I got this one from Fenty in shade Honey. And I'm also applying my Fit Me powder, blending both because the honey was a little bit lighter the last time I used it. I don't know if it was just because my concealer was really light, so I just thought to blend a darker shade and a lighter setting powder together to get this brown tone. and that's what I'm doing right here. And then I'm just using my setting brush to just like dust off whatever powder left. And so yeah, that's what I'm doing over here. I can't believe I've been talking for 6 minutes. This is crazy. Voiceovers can be a little bit stressful. And yeah, I'm just finishing it out, blending, clearing out every leftover powder on my face. Yeah, just doing that over and over till I get like a smooth finish. And yeah, it looks like I've done a really good job over here. And also trying to add the brown shade to sculpt my cheekbone area, which is what I'm doing here. The product I'm using is from Zaron. It was gifted to me a while ago. And on TikTok, someone did recommend this blush to me. I'm super excited about. You can tell from my face, like what? And that's me talking. I'm excited. And so I'm just applying the blush with my hands right now because I don't have an actual blush brush, which I will be purchasing today. I went to Ulta Beauty, but for some reason, I didn't get a blush brush. I got a set of brushes, but I have to go return it back to get another one. And I'm using my eyeshadow brush from Woosh just to put it together. And here I realized that over added, it's not supposed to be this bright, but we're going to make it work, okay? So this is how I look. I haven't used my powder, and I just like to line my eyes because it brings out my face more. And after doing this, I decided to do my eyeshadow. My eyeshadow is from MAC. Why fix what's not broken? This suits me, and I just stick to this color because it just helps me to maintain a bit of my natural face. And so I like wearing this color. This is what you find on my face almost every time. Also, I'll be combining my lipstick, Cyber, and Flat Out Fabulous today. I'm not making use of a pencil. I'm using my Cyber to line my lips. And I'm just adding a bit of my Flat Out Fabulous to just bring like a little pop to it. It's one of my favorite lipstick combinations. And after doing this, I'm adding my setting spray to my face. My setting spray is from e.l.f. And the next thing I'll be doing is putting on my lashes. I finally got a lash glue, guys. So my face is just going to pop out this time. And this is me installing my lashes. When they say super strong hold glue, that's exactly what that glue is. This is me feeling myself like, okay, I see a bit of difference, okay. And then I'm adding my bronzing powder from Essence to my face just to see what the finished look is gonna be like. And trust me, I'm loving my face so far. It's still very surprising to me that I was able to pull all of this together in these few steps. It didn't even take me time. Today's the one day I know I didn't struggle to wear makeup. And I'm just adding my Fenty lip gloss on my combined lips, and voila, how do I look? Wow, I look so freaking different. And I feel like this is like the first time I did my makeup, and I'm just like, wow, you know, like I beat the face. And I think I did a good job too. This is my day 2 of getting my makeup right. So if you're a beginner, this is me encouraging you to pick up your makeup practice every day till you get it right. Thank you guys for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe, and watch my journey on how I perfect my makeup.